Hello, thank you for stopping by. In this video, I will show you how to change your address while you are in the middle of the immigration process. Now, I have got several questions regarding the address change on this channel, so I thought it would be important to make it. Just quickly to let you know, if you have any questions regarding the immigration process, you can definitely ask me here in the comments below, and I will be happy to address them if I know the answer, of course. So again, as always, we will be using the official USCIS.gov website. It's US Citizenship and Immigration Services website. All of the information, everything that you need, all of the application forms are available there. I do not recommend the third-party sources or anything like that, anything other than the official .gov website, with one exception that we're going to make today. Okay, so let's start with the USCIS.gov. In order to change your address specifically with them, all you really need to do is to go to the main page, and then you will see Tools, and then you will see Change My Address. So click on that. The form is very simple. Everything is done online. So you click on How to Change Your Address. Click on that, and then you will see on the second one, you can use your online change of address webpage, right? Click on that link and it will take us here. And this link right here of this page I will include in the description below, so you can just go directly to this page if you want to. Here's the thing, they also sometimes send with your receipts, with some paperwork that USCIS sends. They also, you will notice, I don't know if they still do it, but they used to do it all the time. They send this blue change of address cards that you can just fill up. You can do that, but I do recommend doing it online, because online you're typing everything up on your computer, right? There's not going to be any misunderstanding of handwriting and stuff like that. Everything is going to be clear, and you know that they will instantly get that change of address request. Okay, so let's go to the form. Click Continue. Is this change of address for an application or petition currently in progress? Obviously, if you're watching this video, then most likely that's the case. So let's click Yes, and then you will get your online form. So let's talk a little bit about the form briefly. You will see the very first thing is the case information. So here you want to put everything, all of your cases that you have. And why I'm saying like there are multiple, okay, for example, you are in the process of pending asylum case. You applied for asylum and you're waiting, but while waiting for your asylum interview, you also applied for work authorization, right? So now you have two things. You have now two things in process. So you're going to have two different receipt numbers. And that's what I want you to put here. So you select your form number, and in this case that I've said asylum, right, is going to be I-589, application for asylum. And you will see everything, all of these form numbers and everything you will see on your receipts. Hopefully you're keeping them. And then obviously the receipt number, and then the zip code used when filed. So if you were living, let's say in New York, at a certain address when you filed, that's the zip code that you want to put in here. So we have our application for asylum, right? But we also need to select one. Add. All right, there we go. Application for employment authorization, right? 7658. That didn't come up which one it is, but that's fine, doesn't matter. We're gonna put the receipt number here, and again the zip code. Okay, you get the point. So as many as you have, list them all, because just in case, so that USCIS knows that you're changing address. And in case if they're processing one thing, you want to make sure that the address is updated on all of your application, on all of the different cases that you have going on. Okay, after you're done with that, everything else is pretty straightforward. You filling up your name, date of birth, your alien number, your citizenship status, where your citizenship is from, And then obviously let's say if we are from Angola, for example, in the US as permanent resident or other or visitor or student. In our example here, we are applying for asylum, so it's going to be other, and specify if in the US as other, pending asylum, just to make it as clear as possible. And then here, this is the important part, because this is the actual change of address. You're putting your current address or the old address, not necessarily current, the address that you had whenever you filed everything, the address that USCIS currently has on you, and the new address here. All right, and then the mailing address in care of mailing address if it's different, right? If it's the same exact address, we didn't fill it up obviously, so it's not going to come up. But if it's different, you can enter a different mailing address, and in care of who, for example, if it's not your address. Definitely provide your email so that you can get the confirmation of change address, just in case. Filled by who filled out the form, you or your lawyer, legal representative, or your parent or legal guardian. And then the security check, which you just enter the numbers here, accept, and then submit, and that's it. You are done. Your address with USCIS change. Here are a few words about the address change. It is extremely important. If you're moving, and I know from obviously speaking with a lot of different immigrants from different countries with different cases and different things going, as an immigrant, you will be moving quite a lot in the beginning because you rent the apartment somewhere and then you have to move because of work, because of this, because of that. All of these things, obviously, they pile up and you do need to move a lot. I think in my first year living here, I moved probably 5 or 6 times, if not more. So here's the thing. If you have friends here, if you have relatives here who have their own house, right, their own apartment, their own place of residence, right, where you know that they're not going to move around, that this is their set place, you use their address as a mailing address for USCIS, because you don't want to move and get something at your old address and not be able to take action. Let's say if you get a biometrics appointment, you don't show up, there are no excuses from you saying that, hey, I moved, I didn't get the notice. It's not USCIS fault, it's your fault. You have to keep the address updated. It's very, very important. And here's the thing. There's another thing that you can do as a backup, so that, in case, for example, let's say you moved yesterday and you did this today, but yesterday USCIS, they already sent you a notice, right? As a backup, what I recommend to do is you can go to an official USPS, United States Postal Service, is US Postal Service, which is used by USCIS in order to send everything. You can go to their website, and it's USPS.com, and that's why I said, a little exception, because this is a .com website, not a .gov website, which I always recommend. But this is their website. Okay, and here you can do the same thing. You can change the address. It's in Quick Tools, and you will see here there is change my address. I'm gonna click on that. Now this one is not free. You have to actually pay for it, but it's only $1.05. So it's not that big of a deal. What that does basically is, if someone sends mail through USPS to your name, to your old address, and you moved, USPS automatically redirects that mail to your new address that you will provide here in this online form. So it's not just for USCIS, it's really for all of the mail, but as a backup, because while you're going through your immigration process, USCIS is really the most important mail that you can possibly get. So we want to make sure that we have that backup, and luckily USPS, they do provide that. And the form is very simple, very straightforward. All you really need to do is, who's moving, individual or family, and then all your information, when you moved. Again, it helps if you moved yesterday. You can probably provide yesterday's date. Let's see if we can. Yes, we definitely can. And then you can specify if it's permanent or temporary. And do that every time you move. Again, I'm gonna stress out, it is extremely important to make sure that your address is updated with USCIS so that you do not miss any mail. It's just very important, because if you do miss something, if you miss an appointment, an interview appointment, a biometrics appointment, the responsibility is going to be on you. So I hope this was helpful. Just a little short video. If you do have any questions, you can definitely ask in the comments below, and I will be happy to address them. If you found this useful, please subscribe. As you can see, this is a brand new channel, still growing. So every subscriber definitely makes a difference. Thanks for watching. I'll see you in the next one.